Hello, my beautiful STEM friends. Today I want to share with you a new hood that I'm playing. This hood is by Plastic Box and it is available for download on Mod The Sims. It is several years old, but in coming across hoods that interested me, this is one that did. And the reason for that is I love its tight feel with the buildings and homes close to each other. It gives a really nice small town beach homey feel. And I have changed it up a bit to fit exactly what I was wanting to do with it. I added some additional plastic box buildings and some other one by one and small, like one by two lots that fit in nicely. A couple that I added in was the church, the courthouse, the bank, this restaurant, the police station and the fire station, and also this grocery store. And then also this was actually a residential lot that I converted into a community lot. Um, so the ones that came with it already was this bakery and cafe, this fish market. I think it was called the fish store, the flower store. Um, oh, I also added in the post office. Um, and it came with this museum for marine biology and this Institute for Deep Science. And some of these buildings were already here, but I changed up what they're for, like to fit the needs of the community that I want to have. So I turned one into a baby store, and I want it to be to where that my Sims will go there, to buy their baby needs. I also turned one into a hairdressing beauty area, in a fashion boutique. I think they had these separate before. And then I made this into a general store. It sells very general merchandise and toys and stuff like that. And then I turned this one that they had as a hotel, I turned it into the clinic. And then I turned this one that they had as a hotel because a hotel just wasn't going to fit my needs. I don't plan to use this as a vacation community, even though it really could be. That's not what I plan to use it for. So I turned this into apartment lots. I added in like this marina. I added in some more beach waves and stuff like that. And I added in this restaurant here. There are a few things I haven't touched yet, but the Sims that I live here are actually some Sims from Pleasant View. So Pleasant View was getting very crowded, and everyone, was starting to be related to everyone, as Pleasant View does when you play it for many, many rounds. So what I decided to do was add in this community as a subhood or a shopping district of Pleasant View so that I can use my Sims that I have, their children, their grandchildren, their great grandchildren now are turning into teens and young adults and things and are getting out on their own. And this new community gave them the opportunity to come here and open businesses and create a life here at Elsewhere. So a couple of the Sims that I've moved from Pleasant View, we'll start here, is Jessa Dreamer. Jessa, what does she own? I completely forgot what Jessa owns. Hold on and I'll think of it. Maybe I won't think of it. Gosh, I cannot think of what Jessa owns. She doesn't own any of those. I don't know, but I will figure it out. I promise. This is a new family, Dimick. Um, there is Daria Dimick, her son Mark Dimick, her husband Jed Dimick. Sarah and Mark are twins. They own the local bakery and cafe. So that is a new family. It's driving me crazy now not knowing what Jessa owns. Because I know it and I just can't think of it. Okay, let's move on. Netherlands. This is another new family. We got Jeremiah Netherland, Heather Netherland, and their son Edward Netherland. Jeremiah is the local judge and attorney in the town, so he works at the courthouse. So right now, Heather does not have a job. I'm thinking for the most part, what Sims are going to do is one spouse is going to own a business, the other spouse is either going to help them with the business or they're going to have a traditional job. The First Bank of Elsewhere is actually owned by another new Sim. Oh, where is she? Right here. Zoe Scott. So she is our banker. You move over here a bit. The Dreamer, Brielle, and Brian Dreamer. They're brother and sister. They moved from Pleasant View. Brielle owns the flower shop, which is right here. Brian Dreamer owns It's 5 o'clock Elsewhere bar. It's a bar. It's it has a pool table. It has a bar. Obviously, it has things that the Sims can do to go unwind. Corey Broke also moved from Pleasant View, a recent college graduate. And Corey owns this seaside restaurant right here. Corey, you may recall, has a love for cooking. He got a job, I think, as a chef, but Elsewhere offered him this opportunity to come here and open up his own restaurant, and that's what he did. And now I just remember what Jessa owns. She owns the local grocery store here. Yep. So that is what Jessa is running. Then we got another new family, the Moores, Jackson Moore and his son Mason Moore. And Jackson is our town policeman, and they live here in the police department. Carson Dreamer is also from Pleasant View. He is one of the Dreamer and Langerak kids that recently aged and did not go to college. And he became a firefighter for the town of Elsewhere. So he lives at the fire station. The Liverpools. I love this family. This is another new family. I also created all of these new Sims in Body Shop using the Pooklet method, I believe it is, where their faces are completely randomized. And I've never done that before. Learned that from Pleasant Sims and the Jessa channel, and it's so much fun. I was addicted to making new Sims after doing that. Anyway, the Liverpools own the local fish market, and this is so much fun. I've done this a couple times now. They live right here on the sea, and they fish, and then they go over here and they sell their fish at the fish market. I love that. And then the other Sims can buy the fish and take it home and cook it. It's so much fun. All right, the Brokes. So you may recall Celeste Broke and her daughter Maddie Broke. She is Brandy Broke's, one of Brandy Broke's granddaughters. She was in the adventurer career, I believe. She moved here to run the Museum for Marine Biology. So this is really like a museum where Sims can come and learn about marine stuff. They sell souvenirs there. There's fish tanks. There's little things that they can do. to learn about marine life. Okay, is that all the Sims here? Oh, Goth. Tiara Goth is another Sim from Pleasant View. She is Alexander Goth's daughter, and she came here to run the baby store. Okay. I know there is another family I'm missing. Oh, right here, Goth. Ben Goth and Demi Lothario. Ben Goth is an architect. He's kept his career as an architect. Demi was a nurse, and she got offered the opportunity to come here and run the Elsewhere Clinic. So that is what she is doing. Now, you may see some Sims down here in the Sim bin. This is Jessa Dreamer and Melody, what's her name? Meadow Thayer. They will be moving back to Pleasant View. Jessa graduated college and also has a baby daughter. She will be moving in with either her baby daddy's parents or her parents, because as you can see, she has no money. And Meadow Thayer doesn't have a lot of money either. I did create this family, and I think I'm going to move them in to run one of the restaurants. There's still a couple of businesses that I have that don't have owners, and but I didn't want to move too many in without, kind of introducing the town to my channel. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with one of the families and kind of play this rotationally. It's kind of going to be an integrated hood. I'm not going to be like super picky about it. And like keep really good records. I'm going to try to keep some records. Like I said, a lot of these Sims got grants and stuff to move here because the Elsewhere government officials wanted to build up the town. But I may make it to where they do have to pay back some of that money that they're earning through their businesses. And that might be something that I do through the bank. But yeah, and like I said, I still do have some businesses that do need owners. So, but I think I want to play a little bit and I want to learn more about the Sims and what exactly fits better for who. So, just going to give you a little bit of a view of it. I just love the sounds in this town with the beat. And here's the little post office. And yeah, so I hope you will check out my Elsewhere series that I plan to start on my channel. If you have any questions, suggestions, comments, please leave them below, and I will see you soon.